Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. I'm Ella, and in this video we are going to model a double IPE, and then we are going to turn it into triple, and we will learn how we can control its dimension and size. So let's start. Open your Revit and create a new family in structural column. Press UN for setting the unit. Change it to metric and put it on 2 decimal places. Now first delete all of these reference lines and dimensions like this. Create two different reference plans in both sides of the center line. So go to create and click on reference plan. Click on here and create new subcategory. Let's call it red. Change its color to red and also its line pattern to aligning line. Now create one in this part and another one in here. With these two, we are going to control the location of IPEs. We're going to make the distance between them equal. So click on this dimension here, click on this part, this center line, and this line. Click on this EQ sign here. Now we need a bunch of other reference plans. We need one in this part, another one in here. For its thickness, we need one in this part and also one in here. And for web thickness, we need one in here, another one in this part, and also we need two other reference lines in here. Now we need to make them equal again. So click on this aligning dimension and make these three parts equal and create a dimension for them. Do the same in here and also create a dimension for them. Select them and create a parameter for them. We're going to call this part TW. Okay. For this flange thickness, we are going to create a dimension in this part and another one in here. Select them and create a parameter for them. It's going to be TF. Create two other reference plans, one in here and another one in this part, and we need another one in this part and also in here. Make them equal with this line and create a parameter for it. Do the same in here and also create a parameter for it in this part. Select them and turn them into a parameter. You can use W, which is width, or B, or simply flange for this part. I'm going to use W. Now go to create and click on extrusion and start drawing the first IPE. So select line and draw on these parts. If you want to make sure these are exactly on these reference plans, you can use align to lock all of these lines with their reference plans. We're going to model them separately so we can control the distance between them easily. So hit finish and create another extrusion and model this one. Hit finish again. Go to front view and lock these shapes with this reference line. Okay, this is our double IP. Select them and click on this part here and select a structural material for it. Now go to ref level and create a dimension from this part to here, or if you want to control them from their center, create one in this part to here. Select it and create a parameter for it. Let's call it distance. We also need another dimension for this height, so click on dimension again and create a parameter from this point to here. We're going to call it height. Now go to 3D and family type. I'm going to change the height to 18 centimeter, width to 91 millimeter, 8 millimeter for TF, and almost 5 millimeter for TW. Of course, the distance between them is too much, so let's change it to 20 centimeter for now. Okay, as you can see, all of these parts are working together. But how we can control the distance, the gap between these two columns? I mean, if you go to family type and change this distance to 5 centimeter, it becomes something like this. And it's not even real and it's wrong. So we need a formula that prevents this. As you can see, the minimum distance between these two webs are equal to this flange part. So if we use this number for this distance, everything is fine. But if we use something less than this, like 5 centimeter, this happens. To fix this, we need to say that if this distance is less than this web, use web. If it's not, if it's bigger than this number, use that distance. For this, first we need to create another parameter and we're going to call it gap. In this part, in front of distance, we are going to write if or this gap is bigger than W, or this gap is equal to W, close the parenthesis. In this case, use W. If not, use gap itself and close the parenthesis. Now let's see if it's working. Apply, and it works perfectly. So now if we use something smaller than this number for gap, let's say 5 centimeter, this distance will become exactly equal to W. But if we use something more than this number, let's say 20 centimeter, it will become exactly the same with gap. Apply and finish. Now how we can turn it into a triple IPE? Go to ref level, and in this part we're going to create two other reference plans in this part. For controlling its flange, we need one here and another one in this part. Create dimension for these parts, make them equal, and also make these two parts equal to, and create a parameter for here. Click on this and turn it into W, and select this one and turn it into TW. Okay, now go to create and select extrusion and draw your IPE in here. Hit finish. Go to front view and align it with this line. Perfect. And if you go to 3D view, you will have something like this. But now you have something extra in here, and if you change it to 0, you have a new problem. Which is also an advantage actually, because we can have a double IPE and also a triple IPE all together. So select this middle one and click on this visibility icon here. Create a new parameter for it. Let's call it middle IPE. Now if you active preview mode and go to family type and uncheck this one, you will see that it will be invisible. And if you check it, it will be here. But how we can control this distance again? Now if you want to control this distance, we are going to create another formula. So copy this and delete it from here. Now we're going to say if, open your parenthesis, middle IPE is active, then use W 2 times. If not, use this formula and close the parenthesis. Perfect. And apply. Now if you uncheck this and apply, it will use exactly this distance. So let's turn it into 5 to check if it's working. Perfect, it's working exactly with this number. And if you change it to, let's say, 15 centimeter, it will follow accordingly. But if you check this, Whatever this number is, they will attach together with 0 distances. The only thing is left is their material. So select them and click on this part and select a structural material for them. So yes, that's it. If you want to learn more about Revit architecture, you can watch these videos here. If this was helpful for you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!